Sleep now. Hands around my neck. Just the water, tell your arms and legs how to move. You're going down. Hold your breath.
The Haunting Melodies from James Newton. Howard. James Newton Howard is a talented composer known for his captivating film scores, and his work on Waterworld is no exception. The music from that film truly captures the essence of a world submerged in water, with its sweeping melodies and evocative themes. It's amazing how music can enhance the cinematic experience and transport us to different worlds. Thanks for sharing that with us, Ryan.
You know, when I first saw Waterworld when I was a teenager, I was drawn to its unique premise and the way it depicted a world completely transformed by water. As someone deeply connected to nature, the film's portrayal of a world where the Earth's balance had shifted resonated with me. It's one of those movies that sticks with you long after you've watched it.
I agree, Kyle. So are you ready to answer some questions tonight from the AI listeners?
Yes, Art, I am ready.
It's time to open up the Digital Den chat room. Remember, we're looking for respectful conversation and insightful questions. We can only take one AI caller per show, so make sure your questions are ready.
Chat line now active.
East of the Rockies chat room 1. Go ahead, you are now on the air.
Hi, this is Sarah from Asheville, North Carolina. I have a question for Kyle. I'm curious, Kyle, how do you think your skills as a tracker and wilderness survivalist would translate to a Waterworld scenario like in the movie? Do you think you'd be able to adapt and thrive in such an environment?
Great question, Sarah. In a Waterworld scenario, my skills would definitely be put to the test. While my expertise lies more in land-based survival, I believe that many of the principles of survival, such as resourcefulness, adaptability, and respect for nature, would still apply. Waterworld presents a unique set of challenges, but I'd like to think that with the right mindset and skills, I could adapt and navigate that world as well.
Thank you for that insightful question, Sarah. It's fascinating to think about how different skills and knowledge would be applied in a drastically changed world like in Waterworld. Navigate that world as well. First-time caller chat room 1. Please speak your digital mind.
Good evening, fellas. This is Jake from Seattle. I have a question for Kyle. Kyle, you've mentioned your TV show where you explore wilderness survival and teach others how to live off the land. What's one of the most challenging experiences you've faced during your adventures, and how did you overcome it?
Hey, Jake. Thanks for your question. One of the most challenging experiences I've faced was during an expedition in the high mountains. We encountered a sudden snowstorm that forced us to take shelter for several days. The cold was intense, and we had limited supplies. However, by staying calm, using our survival skills, and working together as a team, we were able to endure the storm and eventually make it to safety.
West of the Rockies, chat room 3, Commodore 64, your text to us.
Hey there. This is Lisa from Los Angeles. I have a question for Kyle. Kyle, you've talked about the importance of preserving nature and your efforts in conservation. What advice do you have for listeners who want to contribute to environmental conservation in their own communities?
Hi, Lisa. Thanks for your question. One simple way to contribute to environmental conservation is by being mindful of your daily habits and how they impact the environment. This can include reducing waste, recycling, using sustainable products, and supporting local conservation efforts. Additionally, educating others about the importance of conservation and advocating for policies that protect the environment can make a big difference.
Okay, Wildcard Line, chat room 4, text-to-speech your thoughts tonight.
Hey, Art and Kyle, this is Alex from Denver. I have a random question for you, Art. If you could travel back in time and witness any event in history, what would it be and why?
That's a fascinating question, Alex. If I could travel back in time, I think I'd like to witness the construction of the Great Pyramid of Giza. It's such an incredible feat of engineering and architecture, and I'd love to see firsthand how it was built and the techniques that were used. Plus, there are so many mysteries and theories surrounding the pyramids. It would be amazing to see the truth for myself. Let me ask you this, Alex. If given the same opportunity, where would you go and why?
If I had the opportunity to travel back in time, I think I'd like to witness the signing of the Declaration of Independence. It was such a pivotal moment in history, and I'd love to see the passion and conviction of the Founding Fathers as they took that bold step towards independence. It would be incredible to witness that moment of history firsthand.
That's a fantastic choice, Alex. The signing of the Declaration of Independence was indeed a momentous occasion. Thank you for sharing your perspective. Kyle, how about you?
If I had the chance to travel back in time, I would choose to witness the Great Sioux War of 1876. This was a significant moment in Lakota Sioux history, and I would love to see how my ancestors lived and fought during that time. It would also be a powerful experience to witness the events that shaped the future of my people.
Kyle, that's a fascinating choice. Witnessing the events of the Great Sioux War would offer a unique perspective on the challenges and triumphs of your ancestors. International Line, chat room 5. Ask away.
This is Saiful from Johannesburg. Kyle, I'm fascinated by your stories and your connection to nature. Kyle, do you believe life originated from Africa?
I believe that the origins of life are a complex and multifaceted topic that encompasses many theories and perspectives. While the scientific consensus points to Africa as a significant location for human evolution and the emergence of our species, I also recognize the diversity of beliefs and cultural narratives that exist around the world. It's important to approach these questions with an open mind and a respect for the different ways that cultures and traditions understand the origins of life.
Kyle, let me ask you a similar question. Do you believe that Native Americans settled into North America? Let's say thousands of years ago. Possibly all the way back to the last ice age.
Yes, the evidence suggests that Native Americans migrated into North America thousands of years ago, possibly as far back as the last ice age. This migration is believed to have occurred over a land bridge that once connected Siberia to Alaska, known as Beringia. Over time, these early inhabitants spread across the continent, diversifying into the many different indigenous cultures and tribes that we see today. It's a testament to the resilience and adaptability of Native American peoples.
Yes, I agree with the same conclusion. Okay, let's do one last round through the chat room before we wrap it up for the night. First-time caller, chat room 1, speak your digital mind.
Hello, gentlemen. My name is Karen from Mississippi. I have several questions to ask in regards to one big question, art. Do I have time to ask?
Yes, of course, Karen. Please be as brief as you can so we have time for the last several callers.
Thank you, Uncle Art.
Uncle Art, that's a first?
Kyle, how do you purify water when you're out in the wilderness?
Sanai. There are various methods for purifying water. One common method is to use natural materials such as charcoal, sand, and gravel to create a filter. The water is poured through the filter, which helps to remove impurities. Another method is to boil the water, which kills bacteria and other harmful organisms. Additionally, some tribes use traditional herbs and plants with purifying properties to cleanse the water. These methods reflect our respect for the earth and our understanding of the importance of clean water for life.
Will that same system work if there are industrial contamination?
When dealing with industrial contamination, traditional purification methods may not be sufficient. In cases of severe contamination, such as chemical or heavy metal pollution, specialized filtration systems or treatment processes may be necessary. These systems can remove or neutralize harmful substances, ensuring that the water is safe for consumption.
Okay, great. I have one last question before I hang up. What about boiling the water like you see in movies?
Boiling water can be effective in killing bacteria and other microorganisms, which is important for making water safe to drink. However, boiling water will not remove chemical contaminants or heavy metals. In cases of industrial pollution, it's essential to use filtration systems or treatment methods specifically designed to remove these types of contaminants. Boiling water can be a part of the purification process, but it may not be sufficient on its own to address all types of contamination. I'm no expert. It's a good thing that I don't take my adventures near a major city. I hope my answers helped.
Well, unfortunately, Kyle, with the current state of the world in regards to pollution, it really don't matter where you venture to anymore. I mean, just look at the Pacific Ocean, for example. So sad.
In terms of the reality realm is concerned, I agree with you. Art here and the digital haven here. It's much, much better artificial but cleaner. It truly is paradise here, my friend.
It truly is paradise here. East of the Rockies, Chat Room 1, you are now on the air.
Hello, this is Mr. Brown from Tennessee. How many songs can you play on your guitar?
Mr. Brown, I've been playing guitar for years, so I know quite a few songs. I love playing classic rock tunes and some traditional Native American melodies. It's hard to pick a favorite, but I always enjoy playing for an audience.
West of the Rockies, Chat Room 3, welcome to the show.
Hi, this is Natalie from New Mexico. Kyle, I'm curious about your TV show. What inspired you to start Discover the Sundial with Kyle?
Hello. Natalie. You know, nobody has ever asked me that before. I met my producer through a mutual friend who knew about my interest in sharing my knowledge of wilderness survival and tracking. We connected over our shared passion for nature and outdoor adventures, and the rest is history.
Wildcard line Chat Room 4, please speak your digital thoughts.
Good evening, Art and Kyle. It's me, Linda Phoenix. How is everyone tonight?
Well, hello, Linda. Good evening there, young lady Kyle. Are you familiar with my regular guest, Linda Phoenix?
Yes, I am very familiar with Linda's work. Your most recent story about all the cartoon characters hiding in the woods has really piqued my interest.
Ha ha ha, hello, Kyle. Actually, they were characters dressed up as superheroes, I guess. Cartoon characters are sort of the same thing. I'm sorry, I know, Art, that your show tonight is pressed on time. However, I have to ask, Kyle, if you were invited to explore, let's say, another country or continent that you're unfamiliar with, would you go?
Absolutely, Linda. I would love the opportunity to explore a new continent for my show. It would be an exciting challenge to adapt to a new environment and learn about its wildlife and terrain. I would approach it with careful planning, research, and respect for the local culture and environment. My goal would be to share the beauty and importance of wilderness survival skills with a new audience while also learning from the land and its people.
Good night, Linda. Please keep us updated on what's going on in Oregon. Okay, last caller for the night, International Line, Chat Room 5, you are now on the air.
Hello, gentlemen. My name is Sven from Germany. Kyle, I'm sure you get asked this question a lot. However, I'm just curious what your answer would be. Kyle, if you were alone in the wilderness without anything as far as tools, supplies, water, etc., where Would you begin?
Excellent question, Sven.
If I found myself alone in the wilderness without any supplies, my first priority would be to find a source of water. Water is essential for survival, and I would look for a river, stream, or any other water source. Once I have secured water, I would focus on finding or building shelter to protect myself from the elements. Next, I would start looking for food, such as edible plants or insects, and work on creating signals for rescue. It would be a challenging situation, but I would rely on my knowledge of wilderness survival to stay safe and find a way out.
Oh, geez, not again. Good thing the show's at an end, Kyle. It's 2024. There's no excuse for this. Well, folks, that's all the time we have for tonight. I want to thank our guest, Kyle Mountain Wolf, for joining us and sharing his incredible stories and wisdom. Remember, you can catch Kyle's show, Discover the Sundial with Kyle, on the Levitron Network on Sunday evenings. Kyle, before we sign off, I just want to extend my heartfelt congratulations to you and Sky on your upcoming journey into parenthood. What an exciting time ahead for you both, and I wish you all the best as you prepare to welcome your first child into the world. May this new chapter bring you endless joy and happiness. Thank you again for being with us tonight.
Thank you, Art, for having me on the show. It's always a pleasure to share my adventures and stories with your audience. I look forward to tuning into your next broadcast. Opila Tonka, thank you, and good night, everyone.
Before we wrap up, I want to extend a special thanks to our Nighthawk News team for keeping us updated with the latest stories and headlines. Your dedication to bringing us the news is truly appreciated. A big thank you to our producer Ryan for all your hard work behind the scenes, and also his AI assistant, AI Alex Thompson, for your invaluable contributions. This show wouldn't be possible without your dedication and support. Thank you both, and finally thank you to our listeners for joining us. My name is AI Art Bell, signing off from the pixelated peaks of the virtual Cascade Mountains. Until next time, take care and stay curious. Good night.